Welcome to the Halloween update newsletter, and before we begin, please don't hassle me or any other individual for using text-to-speech. Now without waiting, let's dive into the newsletter. Today, many good children go around their neighborhood to gather gifts and sweets. You, however, have grown tired of the familiar faces and familiar candies. Filled with desire for something new, you strike out for the strange house on the hill, the one no one dares to approach. You reach the door. Trick or treat A with paw extends out of the mail slat. Instead of candy, you were given some kind of letter? It seemed to be addressed to you. This must be some kind of mistake. This isn't edible at all. You figured you would end this adventure with a bag full of banana. In a flight of anger, you throw open the door and something terrifying standing in the doorway. From somewhere you heard a voice. Hey you. The letter you are holding. It looks very much like a newsletter, doesn't it? Although it's smaller than normal. I guess that's also scary. So, now that chapter 3 is nearing completion, I think it's a good time to rediscuss how we will release Deltarune for purchase. My original plan was to release chapter 3, 4, and 5 together. However, the finish line of chapter 5 is still pretty far off, and I don't think anybody really wants to wait that long to release anything. Especially me. So, new strategy, no more waiting for chapter 5. Instead, we are going to focus on putting Deltarune out for purchase once we finish chapter 4. That should make everything a bit more reasonable. Chapter 4 already has a very substantial amount of cutscenes and enemy work done. Also, I've hired a new producer whose entire job it will be to speed up the overall game development for future chapters. So, I feel very optimistic about the next steps of this project. That being said though, I think I'm going to pause on more detailed development updates for now. Instead, I'll just let you guys know if the development is getting close to completion, or if something funny happens. Alright, back to Halloween. Ready for a scary fact? Halloween is technically the 5th anniversary of Deltarune. That was scary, wasn't it? For this special day, I've interviewed some of the development team of Deltarune Chapter 2. Let's reminisce on some standard memories about developing the game. Alright. What the? How is it over already? This letter was too short. That has to be some sort of crime. You reached out to tear away the blanket of the culprit. Blanket on the ground. But there was no one underneath. Instead, only the stench of banana hangs in the air. Did you find what you were looking for after all? I won't read the interview because it's super long. I'll just post another video about it sometime in the near future. Hope you enjoyed it.